Welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Chani Singh and you're watching Synergy Education IELTS. So today's topic is going to be extremely interesting. Globalization. I mean, people who are already into practice of IELTS know how important globalization is. We can't even imagine IELTS without globalization, isn't it? A number of times we open our books, we get to read about globalization. Globalization is one of the most talked about topics in IELTS. So, not only I'm going to share good words related to this topic, but also I'm going to explain this term, especially for my viewers who are new to IELTS. They might not have heard this word. So globalization means connectivity around the globe, or in simple words, connectivity around the world. And this connectivity is only possible because of easy and fast communication. Suppose a situation, you're missing a friend who is living in Canada or US. What you're going to do, you're simply going to dial his number from your phone and going to talk with that person. You can make a video call or a voice call, or simply you can text that person. So connectivity is that easy. Also, exchanging information is extremely easy. It's just a matter of seconds. You can talk to somebody, you can give information or take information in seconds. So this connectivity is referred to as globalization. Now, if you are clear with this term, I'll be sharing with you some good words related to globalization, because since this topic is really important in IELTS, we must know good words related to this word, and we can use these words in our essay related to globalization. The very first word is tariff. Tariff means government tax imposed on imports and exports. Now, what is this imports or exports? Import is referred to as something that enters our country. Something that comes in is import, whereas something that goes out of our country is export. So there is a certain amount of tax that is imposed by the government on these companies who import goods or export goods. This tax is called tariff, and the percentage of tax imposed on these imported goods or exported goods is quite high in amount as compared to the tax we people pay. And this is how these two terms are different. Tax is amount of money paid by general public out of their salaries or the shopping we do, etc., and the amount is very less, the percentage is really less, whereas in case of tariffs the percentage is really high. So example says, high tariff might promote domestic production due to increased market price of imported goods. Domestic production means goods that are produced inside our country. So obviously, if there is more percentage of tariff on imported goods, there is going to be more demand of domestic goods in the market. This is one good example that you can use. Moving on to my next word, that is trade barrier. Now, barrier I already explained to you in a video related to culture. Barrier means obstruction to a movement. किसी भी चीज की रुकावट is referred to as barrier, and trade means business. So policy that restricts international trade or international business is referred to as trade barrier. Trade barrier, that could be tariff or that could be any other policies that are defined by the government. Example is, tariff acts as the most effective trade barrier across nations. Okay, next word is emerging economy or emerging market. Emerging refers to as something that is growing. The meaning of this term is nation's economy is progressing. The nation's economy is progressing or developing. Example says, emerging markets play a significant role in the global economic system. Emerging markets, now India is one such example of emerging market. All the developing countries are actually emerging markets. So yes, next word is global trade. Exchange of goods and services globally. Simple meaning of global trade, it's already clear from the name. Exchange of goods and services globally. Example says, COVID-19 pandemic has limited global trade, leaving a serious impact on world's economy. You can use examples of your own kind depending upon the essay, whatever is asked, you can use your examples. Next word is consumer culture. Now, consumer culture, also called consumerism, refers to a culture where there is more expenditure on goods. Obviously, we live in a consumer culture because there is so much of purchasing in the market. There are people, there is more percentage, more percentage of people who are buying products from the market, and this is referred to as consumer culture. Example is consumer culture is more prominent in urban areas. Okay, next word is economic growth drivers. Now, what are these economic growth drivers? Something that provides growth of the economy. So, anything that could be companies that any companies, multinational companies, obviously multinational companies are economic growth drivers, and this is how I have created my example. Since multinational companies act as economic growth drivers, henceforth this fashion must be promoted. Next is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous simply means universal, something that is present everywhere. That is ubiquitous. Example says computers are becoming increasingly ubiquitous. So, simple example, I hope it is clear with you. So, these were the words I wanted to share with you related to globalization. You can use these words anywhere in your essay about globalization. I hope these words were meaningful for you. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video useful, and do share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.